Look closely at this brooch. Because this one piece of jewelry, it might be the most romantic secret hiding in plain sight at Buckingham Palace right now. And almost nobody watching Trooping the Color 2026 even noticed it. So here's the thing. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, showed up looking absolutely radiant. All white, elegant, calm, composed as always. But what she was wearing on her chest, that's where this story actually gets interesting. Because this isn't just any brooch. Royal watchers think it's tied to something deeply personal, something between her and her husband. And the timing of when she wore it, that's not a coincidence. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're going to look at royal fashion completely differently. Okay, let's set the scene. June 13th, 2026. Buckingham Palace. Sunshine. Thousands of people lining the streets. It's Trooping the Color, King Charles's official birthday celebration, and riding in the #1 barouche. That's a 19th century royal carriage, by the way, is Sophie. Not William. Not Kate. Sophie. She's seated beside Sir Timothy Lawrence, Princess and's husband. A Byahan se Thoda interesting hoda high. Because in this stripped-back version of the monarchy we keep hearing about, Sophie isn't on the sidelines anymore. She's front and center. She's become what royal insiders are quietly calling a secret weapon. Stepping up, showing up, holding things together while the king continues his cancer treatment. Let that sink in for a second. While the world watches the bigger names, the Waleses, the children, the king himself, it's Sophie who keeps showing up. Reliable, steady, present. But here's what nobody is talking about. It's not just her presence that says something. It's what she chose to wear. Sophie stepped out in an all-white Roland Mouret dress, brand new, never worn publicly before. Paired with a feather hat by Jane Taylor. Elegant, fresh, perfect for the June sun. But the brooch? The brooch was not new. It's described as a diamond rose. Delicate, old, and its origin? Officially, uncertain. Nobody in the palace has confirmed exactly where it came from. Wait until you hear what royal watchers think is really going on here. Go back to 2019. Royal Ascot. Sophie is photographed wearing this exact brooch for the very first time. That same month. She and Prince Edward were marking their 20th wedding anniversary. Coincidence? Maybe. But then she wore it again. On day 2 of Ascot. On the literal date of their anniversary. Abage jo huawa aap sakbi nahi sakte. Because now, in 2026, she's wearing it once more. At Trooping the Color. Right before their 27th wedding anniversary. A pattern. A quiet pattern that nobody at the palace has confirmed, but one that royal watchers can't stop talking about. A diamond rose. Possibly a gift from her husband. Possibly worn every single time as a private nod to their marriage. Hidden in full view of millions of cameras. This next part is going to change everything you thought you knew about how the royals actually communicate. Because remember, this wasn't a quiet family gathering. This was the full Trooping the Color. King Charles, Queen Camilla, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, Prince William, Princess Anne, Kate, Princess of Wales, George, Charlotte, Louis. Edward himself rode on horseback alongside William and Anne. 3 royals, Edward, William, and Anne, actually rode horses gifted by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Horses with their own royal history. One was even ridden by King Charles himself back in 2023. It's pageantry. It's tradition. It's spectacle. But in the middle of all that grandeur, armies, carriages, flypasts, there was Sophie, quietly wearing what might be the most personal item on that entire parade route. So here's the reveal. This year, 2026, marks the king's 4th Trooping the Color as monarch. And it comes at a moment where Charles is still undergoing cancer treatment. A moment where the monarchy itself feels more fragile, more human than it has in decades. In that exact moment, Sophie didn't need a new headline. She didn't need a viral outfit moment. She chose, instead, to wear something quiet, something personal, something that, if the royal watchers are right, was never really about the cameras at all. It was about her husband. It was about 27 years of marriage. It was a love story hidden inside a royal duty. And maybe that's exactly why she's become the king's secret weapon. Because in a family built on image, on protocol, on performance, Sophie brought something real to the balcony that day. So tell me, do you think Sophie really wore that brooch as a tribute to her marriage? Or are royal watchers reading way too much into a piece of jewelry? Drop your theory in the comments. Team, it's romantic, or team, it's just fashion. Let's settle this. And if stories like this, the quiet details everyone else misses, are the kind of royal content you actually want more of, hit subscribe. Because trust me, there's a lot more hiding in plain sight that we haven't talked about yet.